Hello there, and welcome back to another video, and today I will be speed building and reviewing the third model of LEGO set number 31073 Mythical Creatures from LEGO Creator 3-in-1. Now this set has 223 pieces, and that comes with 0 minifigures. Now, as you heard, this is the third model, but it is not the final model, because LEGO actually has an official fourth model, but the instructions for that are only available on the lego.com website. Anyway, the LEGO is right here. So today I'm going to build this and wrap it up into a very quick speed build. Here is the completed build. Build time today was about 22 minutes, and let's just jump straight into it. So, starting off at the bottom, you can see that of course he has 2 feet, and on each foot are 3 yellow cheese slopes to represent the toenails, and I think they do a pretty good job. And then as you can see, that's actually all one piece, the base of the foot. And then around here at the legs you can see the bends, so like for the ankle and then the knee, and then that's just for a bit of detailing. Around the back there's this simple tail made up of 4 pieces, but it's on a ball joint, so you can move that around. And then moving further up his back onto his spine area, or his spine, you can see there's these cheese slopes and these yellow studs with holes in them just to add like some nice detail. And then there's also this at the top, this there, just for a bit more added detail. On the front you can see that most of his chest is made up out of this one element, and then there's just an angled piece there, and that gives his chest a nice rounded shape. And then of course he has 2 arms. The arms are connected with ball joints, and then the hands are also connected with ball joints, so there is a good deal of movement. And his actual hands, his thumb does look a bit big, but that is the only bit that's actually posable, so you can bend the thumb, you can't bend the fingers. And then of course there's the same on the other side, and he's holding a club. I'll give you a more detailed look of that in a moment. And then his head is a nice construction. It's got an opening and closing mouth. It doesn't quite close all the way, but it can open a long way. And then his nose has a nice rounded shape with a stud at the end. And then there's these 2 translucent green studs for his eyes. And from the side you can see his rounded nose, as well as his grey ears, or at least I think they're ears. They are actually they're ratchet joint pieces. And then around the back there's just a single black slider. I said I'd give you a more detailed look at the club, so that's what I'm doing right now. As you can see, there's 3 studs at the bottom showing, but that's to attach it to the hand. and then on this it's one of these 1x4 pieces, but with only 2 studs, and that just adds some nice detail. And then this bit at the end is the club-like bit, or maybe it's an axe actually. No, I think it's a club. But you can see the pointy bits. There's some pointy bits here, and then there's actually these translucent green gems, and they're what were used for the dragon's eyes. Over on the bottom there's a load of anti-studs, and this is actually all put together using ratchet joints, so you can bend it, but I don't think, I think that was just for it being, I think that was just for the construction of it, and it just attaches by pressing 2 of those studs right there on those 2 anti-studs, and then you can bend his thumb over, and now he is holding the club. All in all, I think this is a great rebuild to a great set, and there's a load of posability, like you can really move the legs around and have him kind of like that, maybe doing karate or something, and then his head can be moved around a load, and it's just really, you can play with it quite a lot, and get him into some really quite wacky poses, and there's a lot of things that you can do with this, but something that there's not a lot of is spare pieces. So just like the spider from last week, I'd say there's about 20-50 pieces. So yeah, I think this and the spider are quite similarly sized, because I seem to remember the pile for the spider being about that size. So it's great that they're doing these and barely leaving any spare pieces, because it really gives you a good experience. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.